Heartbeat pounding, what's popping? People, we back in this damn building doing the doggone thing. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know we ain't getting started and doing nothing without giving a shout out to our beautiful ladies of the CU1 tees. You know what I'm talking about? So if you see them in the chat or in the comment section, make sure you give them a follow on all their social media outlets. Big ass shout out to the CU1 tees. You know what I'm saying? You know, it has come to our attention that the Browns are restructuring, and Deshaun Watson is the first person on the restructure list because the Browns are reportedly restructuring Deshaun Watson's contract to lower his $80.7 million cap charge and moves it around to about $35.7 million before the new league year begins, which gives them space and room to operate in the free agent market because the number one quarterback, the first former HBCU quarterback to reach the Pro Bowl since Steve McNair, Shedeur will have room, and they will help them out in the free agent market, being able to grab some extra linemen with more experience, more games played. When it comes to that salary cap, it puts the Browns in a unique space to be able to operate in a manner to help the team out.
Reduces $81 million cap charge, so they have the flexibility to sign free agents, make trades, league sources tell Cleveland.com. There you go. Which I'm glad we talked about earlier this morning, Daryl, because at first blush you went, no, and then I'm like, no, Daryl, you make a lot of sense.
I almost made you grumpy this morning when I brought that up.
It was great. It was great. I wish I would have had the good common sense to think about it. Explain it to everybody again. It's not a bad thing. I know it seems like, we're just kicking the can down the river on this terrible deal. Tell everybody why it's not a bad thing.
It's just their way of working the way out of this contract. This is the last year the Browns have to pay Deshaun Watson any money. Okay, $46 million. They're going to convert most of that, all but the league minimum salary into a signing bonus that allows them to lower his salary cap figure. Should open up north of $30 million in salary cap space for them by doing so. He has a dummy year on his contract for 2027 for the league minimum as well. That's not guaranteed. He's not going to see that money. That's only there so that they can post June 1 cut him this time next year and then split his remaining cap charges over the 2027 and 28 cap years. So this isn't a surprise. Nobody needs to freak out over this. This is just managing the salary cap and what the Browns have to do to help them hit the eject button on that contract and get out of it. But he'll technically be on the Browns salary cap books through 2028, but they won't have to pay him after this year.
So it's over. We're finally
it's getting somewhat over. It's almost over. But it helps the Browns to move Deshaun's money so then they can be able to grab free agents, to be able to stabilize that offensive line, to be able to help Shedeur in this upcoming season, to be able to add more protection on the line of scrimmage, to be able to do more things. Because at this point, everybody should be sick of hearing about all the other different quarterbacks that could come to Cleveland. At this point, you should just want Shedeursanders to be your quarterback.
If Shedeursanders plays great. If he doesn't, It's understandable. If Deshaun Watson plays great, I'd be pretty surprised. If he doesn't, it's clearly understandable. I just don't want to be caught in purgatory. I know you like Kyler Murray. Fine. There's some things to like about him. I just don't want to be caught in 7-8 win mode. And then all of a sudden, all right, hey, we got a good offensive lineman. We got some good offensive linemen. We got this good defense that's now young again. We might have some good other plays. Harold Fannin Jr., this and the other. Now we have to trade a bunch of picks so we can get our quarterback.
Right.
I don't want to tank, but I also kind of just want to let this sleeping dog lie and go into 2026 and go, hey, you know what? The reins are yours. Go right on ahead, Shedeur. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I know they're doing their due diligence. I think a lot of that is just crap. I think a lot of that is just smoke. You would know different, Daryl. You're the insider. But I think maybe a lot more people agree with me. And it's just like, hey, let's just stick with what we got and position ourselves maybe for, if we win some games, fine. If not, let's position ourselves for 2027. That's not fun to talk about, but I think that's the truth.
They're in a tough spot this year. It's going to be hard for them to get an extra 2027 first-round pick. Not a lot of teams want to part with them right now. That may change between now and the draft. But, yeah, they are in a terrible spot where it just feels like the impossible dream to find their quarterback. And the best path for them to do that right now is that Shedeur Sanders turns into something.
If Shedeur,
There's no need to be worried about 2027. This year and this year alone is what you should be moving toward. Ty Simpson, Kyler Murray, Anthony Richardson, Malik Willis, none of them give you the upside of Shedeur Sanders. So why are you even worried about that guy? I don't think they're taking Ty Simpson. Not in the first round. They might take him in the 5th, 4th, something like that if they think they want to. But you have to remember, Dylan Gabriel is still under contract. So why even worry? Unless you get rid of Dylan, then you add another quarterback. Or you go back to the same thing that you did last year. You got 4 quarterbacks in the room. What are you going to do with them? That is the question.
I don't believe they're taking Ty Simpson in the first round.
Certainly not at
They
6.
need a quarterback, obviously, that a lot of people do. I don't. I think we should just roll on with this, which everybody's saying. I'm saying the tank without tanking. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're not ready to make that type of investment in that guy. And I don't think that any of the guys that are out there, 1, are going to be good enough to raise this boat. 2, I don't think any of them are picking you.
You're better off sticking with Shedeur.
Yes.
And trying to see what you can get out of him.
And I hate to say this because I didn't want to put Nathan in a weird spot. I'll go ahead and say this as well. It's the same damn thing with A.J. Brown. You think A.J. Brown is going to just sit there and accept and be happy about a trade to the Cleveland? If we paid him a boatload of money, he'll be happy for a little bit, just like Jerry Jeudy was happy for a little bit.
And Odell Beckham Jr.
And Odell Beckham Jr. was happy for a little bit. I don't believe they're taking Ty Simpson in the first.
Well, we've already seen Jerry Jeudy working out with Shedeur. If you didn't see it, oh boy, where have you been? Because Jerry Jeudy and Shedeur have been working out, putting the latest and greatest together. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Jeudy, Shedeur Sanders, getting a thug thizzle on. You know, working out hard. So it has already begun. Jerry Jeudy and Shedeur, which you will see Shedeur working out with multiples of his teammates this season. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just one. You already heard Malachi Corley say he's going to be getting with Shedeur next week, in the next week or so, working out with Shedeur. So it's starting to come to pass. But you got that one guy, Leroy Hoard, who thinks Shedeur won't get the start next year. It will be Deshaun Watson.
Shedeur Sanders he's going to be their week 1 quarterback, right? I don't think it's going to be Deshaun. I'm not buying the Malik Willis stuff. Do you think Shedeur is starting week 1? He gave the coach the horse head gift, right? That he's got to be the starting quarterback.
You're not going to want to hear this. I think, and I believe, they're going to try Deshaun Watson one more time.
No.
Why not?
The guy hasn't been a good quarterback since 2020.
He hasn't been a healthy
he's
quarterback.
Washed. He's damaged.
He?
He's
Okay.
donezo.
Okay.
I'd rather roll the dice with Shedeur than go Deshaun.
Contrary to popular belief, somebody who spends $230 million and they only got one more year, you want to try to justify it in any way you can.
Now I know when you go to the blackjack table and you lose money, you go right to that ATM and you take out $200 extra dollars and you throw it right back down. That's what you do.
No.
But who knows? They got a lot of money invested in Deshaun Watson, but Deshaun Watson has been injured every year that he has been with Cleveland. He hasn't finished the season. He hasn't played more than 7 games. He just hasn't been available. Kyler Murray, the last time you seen him on the field, you know how Kyler Murray got hurt. You know how he got hurt? A snap from center hit Kyler Murray in the head because he wasn't looking for it, and he got a concussion. How's that? Anthony Richardson is still a project quarterback. He wasn't even ready for the NFL when he left Florida. Anthony Richardson has a lot of work to get. He got hurt last year because he couldn't read the defense and didn't read the edge and got slaughtered. And then he quit on his team before that. So that leaves Malik Willis. Malik Willis has only played 6 games in 4 years in the NFL. In one season alone, Shedeur has played more than him. So the options that they are putting on the table are not options. Ty Simpson is not better than Shedeur. So, it is what it is. But y'all let me know, man. This is stuff that's breaking up. Just hitting the wire, running. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Deshaun gonna start? It's a possibility that Deshaun starts because things are nuts right now. Everybody is nuts up. So y'all let me know what y'all think. And I'm gonna holler at y'all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace out.